Okay, so let's work on the updating password as well. So there is a password field when we hit the button. So let me double check that button. So we have submit button, update password. We execute this function handle submit. Let's have a look at that function handle submit. Okay, so we still have the same code we copied from another file, I think. So what we can do here is we can change this error, password update failed, try again. If there is an error, this is what we can do. Otherwise, let me just remove everything from the try block, and then here we can set the loading to true. We don't need that. So we make API request here. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to make a request. So set loading to true and const data. So we make a post request using axios, await axios dot post. We make a post request to the endpoint update password, and then we need to send the password. Alright, so which we will have in the state, whatever that is. So that's how we make a request to our backend, and then we should get a response. Then in that response we will check if we get the error. Okay, so we get the response data. If there is error, then we want to display that error message. Alert data dot error. Okay, so if the password is less than 6 characters long, then we can send the error message. And if there is an error, we want to set loading to false again. Otherwise the password has been successfully updated. So in that case, we can show the alert password updated. I can use the emoji icon as well. So make sure if you haven't installed that extension for your VS Code, and then you can just write emoji, insert emoji, thumb. I can use that. So password updated. Once it is updated, you want to empty this password field. So set password back to empty string, and then you want to set loading to false as well, because it's all done. Awesome. Alright, so that loading you can show when it's updating. You can show the loading spinner, and when it is done, you will hide that. And by the way, you can do the same thing here as well. When you are uploading the image, while it's happening, while it's uploading, you can show some kind of a loading spinner. Okay, while that's happening, so that will be better user experience. So let's have a look at our button. Actually, submit button. Actually, we have the loading. Let me double check this button component. Okay, so if it is loading, we are showing that text. Otherwise, we show the title. Perfect. All right, so that looks good. All we need to do now is go to our backend and create that endpoint so that we can update the password. Okay, now if you try, it should fail. Password update failed, try again. That's because we don't have the endpoint. We don't have that endpoint. You see it's 4 for error. So let's go create that endpoint in our backend.